The texture is definitely, I feel like it's a texture I've never experienced before. It's weird, but it's working. The Doux recently dropped this Bananas Extreme Hold Gel, which says it offers super shine and extreme hold. So you know your girl had to put it to the test. So I need you guys to keep watching so we can really see if this gel really is Bananas. Shout out to Gwen Stefani. You guys know the routine. Hair is freshly washed, deep conditioned. I've also applied my leave-in, and I will put everything down below in the description. So let's get started. It does have a faint banana scent to it. I'm actually not a fan of banana, but I do love a banana Laffy Taffy though. Let's check out the consistency. So it has a slimy like consistency. I'm usually not a fan of gels like this. I actually prefer like a thicker. This is kind of thick though. Like once you start to like touch it, it actually looks like mushed bananas, hence the name Bananas. So I'm actually going to go in. I always go in on the sides and back first and just working the product in before I start to go in and, you know, rake and smooth the product. It is nice and thick. It's not super thick though. And it's not a faint smell of bananas. Like it smells like bananas, but it's not overpowering. So I'll give you guys a close up. And right now, my favorite gel from the Doux is their Bee Girl Custard, I think it's called. The hold on that is ridiculous. If you're like me and you love a strong hold gel, the Bee Girl Custard, if you haven't tried that yet, you need to go check that out. I actually feel like I'm not getting a lot of curl definition. So not really sure how this is going to work out, but we're going to keep going. And I'm not going to say it needs to be more wet because like I said, I just got out the shower. Now let's start to apply to the top of the head. And like I've said in all my previous videos, what determines a good gel for me is how well it defines this part of my hair here, because this is like my struggle area. You know, my curls are much looser. My hair is way less defined here. And also how well it's going to slick down my edges. So we're going to see. I also feel like my hair's starting to dry up some. So I definitely need to put some water. I do see some good curl definition, I feel like, right? That's without me doing any sort of manipulation, no finger coiling, no nothing. Just taking a regular spray bottle just to wet that, soak my hair some more. I feel like it definitely dried up some. I feel like that's better. And now let's see. Yes, that's much better. It's distributing way better. Clearly my hair was not wet enough, even though I just got out the shower, which is weird, but maybe I dried it off a little bit too much. Now let's take a look at the back and see what it's doing to the back of my hair. So I always just rake with my fingers on the back and the sides. Now I'm just going in and starting to apply it, you know, section by section. I don't know if you guys can see that. And working it in with my fingers first before I go in with my 3-row styler comb. If you haven't checked out my video on my 3-row styler, I'll put it right here so you guys can check that out. It's the only tool that I use to define my curls. Getting that product in really good. I can't describe the texture. It's not like it's a thick gel, but it's not. I feel like it doesn't have, I don't want to say slip because I feel like it does have slip, but it feels like almost dry. I can't explain it, to be honest with you, but it doesn't feel jelly, if that makes sense to you. Like it's not a typical gel-like texture and consistency. I think that's what's kind of sort of like throwing me off. Sweating it. And I also feel like it's drying up quicker as I'm styling. So I'm going to have to keep re-wetting my hair. It also says that it doesn't flake either. I usually don't have issues with flaking. I find that if you have issues with flaking, that means you're not using enough water. Add more water first. See, that was some real nice curl definition. Mind you, that was without my 3-row styler. So I'm just rubbing in, working through, you know, whatever product I have left on my hand. Because again, like I just said, you want to add more water first before you add more product, because that is where you're going to avoid any flaking. That white flaky mess that we don't like, that's what happens when you put too much product. So just wetting that. Now let's see. Do you see the way the curls just fell like that? It's beautiful. Now I know some people may not like a hard hold gel. I personally prefer a strong hold gel. For me, the crunchier the better, because that means that my hair is going to last, because I am a lazy natural. I ain't got time to be sitting here doing my hair, 3 and 4 times a week. I just don't. And even if I did have the time, I ain't doing it. So I need a gel that is going to last. You know what I'm saying? So I wash my hair once a week, typically every Sunday. So when I do my hair on Sunday, I need it to last to Friday, at least to Friday, because then I can just throw on a hat and keep it pushing if it looks crazy. But what we're not doing is rewashing multiple times during the week. Not doing that. That's just without me doing any finger coiling. Do we see that? I just want to make sure, because I do. And the consistency is definitely giving like mashed bananas, like baby food. Remember the Gerber baby food in the jar, the bananas? That's what it reminds me of. So just working that in. I'm going to add some more water now, because we don't want no flakes. Wet that up. And now I'm going to really work that through for you guys so you can see. Probably should have wet it before I put my product in. Not even following my own rules, but it's okay. And now I'm going to go in and start to finger coil. Yo, do you see the shine? I will say this. My hair looks super shiny, but it's not dry yet. But it does say that it gives a lot of shine. And I do see shine. My hair looks jet black right now. I feel like y'all can't even see the grays up in here. Right? Can you? I mean, you can, but you get it. So I'm just going to go finger coiling now, section by section, before I go in and, tidy up the back and then slick down my edges. And of course, obviously, diffuse. I applied it to my edges and now I'm just slicking down my edges. I also feel like the Doux, like they have been on a roll lately. I feel like every product that they drop, like one is better than the next one. I recently tried their Chief Rocka Mousse, which in my opinion is the best mousse I feel like on the market. It's the best mousse I've ever tried. If you guys missed that video, you can go check that out right here. Normally when I use a mousse, I have to pair it with a gel. With that one, I did not. The curl definition was ridiculous. My hair was shiny. It was moisturized. Definitely, like I said, one of the best mousses that I've ever tried, period. So here's a close-up of the curls. My hair looks super, super shiny. And I'll show you guys the back. Super, super defined curls. So let's see what it looks like after it dries. Before I even say anything and give you my final thoughts, I'm going to let you guys be the judge. Give you a close-up. And then I'll show you the back. Now, when I say shine, when I say definition, when I say hold, yes, it has a strong hold, but it's not super hard and crunchy like how the Bee Girl is. I actually feel like the Bee Girl, from 1 to 10, the Bee Girl is probably maybe like a 9. This, I probably feel like maybe like a 7.5, a strong 8. I definitely feel like you could break the gel cast up if you want with some oil or something. So it's not super crunchy. But what is blowing my mind right now is the shine. I feel like it looks like my hair is still soaking wet, but my hair is completely dry. Do y'all see the shine? Like, it's crazy. And the definition, super defined curls. I actually really love this product. Definitely going to be adding it to the rotation. Like I said earlier in the video, you definitely want to make sure your hair is completely soaking wet to really, really work that product in. The only negative that I have is that I wish it was in a jar, because this is so thick. As it gets down to the bottom, it's going to be hard to get that baby out, and squeeze it out. But if I had a jar, I could scoop my hand all up in there. I get every last drop. So if you guys like this video, which I hope you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below and let me know what's your favorite product from the Doux. And of course, turn on your notifications because you do not want to miss any videos. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.